Hey guys, welcome back to MTG Bark Breaks. My name is Rowan and we're going to be moving forward with another box opening. We're going to do something a little bit different today. We're going to open up some Lorwyn Eclipsed. We're going to do the Draft Night bundle. It's going to be a little bit of a different feel today. The Draft Night bundle has 12 play boosters. It also comes with a collector booster, so we're going to get a little bit of a chase hunt in here, so that's going to be a little bit fun. We're going to go right into it. Also, just a reminder, guys, that if you're liking my content, please be sure to like and subscribe on my YouTube channel. There's a lot of videos that are really enjoyable to watch. Definitely join the Discord server so that way you can keep in touch with the community, and keep an eye out for when the Patreon opens up. I do try and post a new video once a week, one long one that would be like a full box opening, along with a short that would be featuring a rescue animal that might be in need. So that way we can try and encourage rescuing animals over breeding. I do think it's really important to try and find some of these guys new and loving homes. So basically what we have here, definitely a lot of value in this set, almost none in the common and uncommon slot, as well as the tokens, at least as of right now. So, you know, we're not going to worry too much about those. I'm not going to be, you know, going through those very thoroughly. We're likely going to skip through maybe all but the first pack. With that in mind, though, now that we have some collector boosters on hand, we do have some interesting up values in various cards, including some of the showcase, some of the borderless cards, as well as some of the extended arts. So it should be interesting at the very least. I don't know if we'll get lucky enough to hit Fractured, but we will see what happens. Just to kind of see what is in this set, the Chronicles of Victory does seem like the biggest normal hit right now. The Hexing Squelcher has gone down in value and a little bit of the hype, but it's still a very playable card. Bitterbloom Bearer is still a top hit. The Moonshadow has proved to be pretty solid. I am hopeful and excited about pulling that. Bloom Tender, of course, classic. Formidable Speaker definitely has been solid. And then we have all of our Shocklands. So, you know, all those right here. We also have the Elemental Incarnations. Those are decent. Deceit, Wistfulness, and then Vibrance are the top ones. And then Urdu is still there. Not quite as high, but, you know, not bad. Mirror Form also has some value, too. That one's honestly pretty cool in terms of a card, so I'm pretty excited for this. With that in mind, you know, we'll kind of take a look here. You know, when it comes to the showcase, it's going to largely be some of the similar cards, you know, basically any of the major hitters in kind of any of its displays. The Aura Awakener, that's one that adds on, but, you know, it's probably not going to add too much value there. And then when it comes to the extended arts and borderless, again, it's likely going to be largely the same. It looks like for the borderless, it's mostly the borderless Shocklands, as well as the borderless Elemental Incarnations in terms of the top hits. Urdu is on there as well, so we'll keep an eye out for all of those. And then when it comes to extended arts, it's likely going to be mostly the same. The High Perfect Morkant is on the list for this, which does help things. But once you get past the Formidable Speaker and the High Perfect Morkant, the value drops off pretty substantially. So we're not going to worry too much about the rest of those. Okay, let's get into this. This should be a lot of fun. Okay, and I do potentially have a little bit of a surprise later on this week, so that'll be pretty cool if we can actually do it. Let's go ahead and get this to go away here. Where's that? There we go. Okay, great. Okay, let's get into this. So, I hope you guys are having a good week. I just got off a pretty long week, and I appreciate your patience on the video. Was feeling pretty underslept yesterday. Pretty much did 4 12-hour shifts in a row, so I am recovering, but I am feeling a lot better after getting plenty of sleep, and I'm excited for this. I really wish that these Draft Night bundles still came with some type of a display box. I really like the traditional bundle display boxes, so it would have been kind of nice if we had gotten something that way. There we go. There's our collector booster. We're going to do that one last, of course. Gotta save the chase. Got our draft archetypes, which is useful if we're going to actually use this for a draft night. I do like the idea of this product, though. I think it's just a little bit high-priced, but I think the actual product itself is a smart idea. For any of you guys who have not opened up one of these before, it's really pretty simple. Kind of goes through some of the instructions, the archetypes, and then really you just have your cards. But yeah, no, it's a nice idea. I do like the idea of this product, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so we got our 12 boosters, play boosters, and then our collector booster. We will be doing our giveaway. However, I am going to record that later, given that I am recording this a little bit earlier in the day. That cutoff will be 8 p.m., so I am setting one booster aside to go into the potential extra drawing. Just a reminder, basically, I am still doing it where if the card that is pulled for the giveaway is of value $1 or less, well, let's just say less than $1, then you will win also a bonus prize. One of these 3 packs that will also get spun randomly, and whatever you get inside, you will get to keep. So that'll be pretty cool. Okay, let's get started here. So let's see here. I feel like it's been forever since I got to open packs. I know it was just last week, but I think I was just so tired last week. Quite frankly, I feel like I was super inefficient with things. Barely even remember doing it, so... Let's see. So first one, we will go ahead and go through commons, uncommons, just for fun. You know, this set was a pretty big revival for changelings, so that's pretty cool. We got a Chitinous Graspling, Feisty Spikeling, man, 2 changelings right in a row. That's pretty cool. Marrow Sky Swimmer, Blossom Bind, Great Forest Druid, Brambleback Brute, Auntie's Sentence, Assert Perfection, Encumbered, Regerie, that's not common, Voracious Tome Skimmer, Prismatic Undercurrents, and we're starting today off with a Brigid, Clanchan's Heart, along with a Scarblade's Malice, and Full Art Plane with a Goblin token. Cool, good start. Okay, so like I said, we're going to be skipping right through most of those commons and uncommons to make this a faster video, and we will see what we find here. So what did you guys think of this set? I really love the Lorwyn set. I think the lore to it is awesome. Tristan Callous Cultivator, we got that one on our pack opening. With Leia, I believe it was. Yeah, it was with Leia, so that's pretty cool. River Guard's Reflex, Forest, Kithkin. Yeah, I have not actually played with this set yet. I probably would have loved to have drafted it. I think that it was a pretty cool set. I'm actually surprised that it didn't do anything to help move the Mox Jasper up a little bit. You know, given the number of changelings that are in this set and the kind of goal of trying to get like cheap changelings out, it's a pretty easy way to cheat out, you know, a so-called dragon. So that would have been kind of cool. See, like even here, it's a 3-cost changeling, so that's technically a dragon. So, you know, and it ramps, you know, so that's helpful. You know, there's places to fit this into dragon decks. But you know, I guess the Jasper is going to stay low at least for right now. I wonder if I should spec on that card. I feel like that one's potentially got some value in it, but we'll have to see. Figure of Fable, Mutable Explorer. That one was a highly sought after one in the spoilers. It's pretty cool. Nameless Inversion, and Mountain with the Merfolk. Yeah, it's got that whole Mutavault tokens. That's a pretty nifty idea. 2 packs down. Now this should be a faster video, which is good. I kind of need a faster video. I might be recording something a little extra later this week. But, you know, hopefully you guys have had a nice week and are having a good time over there playing. Tell me what you're excited for. Harmonized Crescendo, Noggle Robber, and a full art foil island. I do like the foil versions. It's pretty cool. These cards do feel pretty nice, even though they are not reprints. These are a fairly new set, so these will be the original, I believe. Oh no, these are actually Japan printed. Oh, interesting. Huh, I wonder if all the play boxes are Japan printed. Maybe they're kind of shifting things in terms of the printing. I wouldn't be opposed to it. Like I said in the last video, I kind of hate the US printings of things, so I'm kind of for it. Formidable Speaker hits. Nice. That one is a solid $10 hit. I will take it. Nice. Personify. And Island with an elf. Great. Good start. The last of stack 1. I think this is the one where I... Actually, no. This is, I think, pack 6 then. Oh, okay. It's going fast. Appeal to Urdu. Chaos Spewer. Skip through. Oh, there you go. You gotta love it when you get the pack art cards. I think that the art's always pretty cool. Okay. Deep Way Navigator with a Meek attack. Yeah, that one didn't hold any value, did it? Guess not, but I'm not surprised. Honestly, I always thought that it was kind of underpowered compared to many of the others that it's supposed to be based on. Darkness Descends, Swamp, Goblin. I'm sure it could be, like, utilized well, but I'm not so sure that I'd be able to do it. Okay. I'm looking forward to getting some time to organize. I am taking a little bit of time off of work, and I am going to try and get all these packs that I've been opening organized and try and fix up that organization scheme like I talked about before, trying to go more on the card numbers. We got our rating schemes, the Lava Leaper, Mist Metal Council, Plains, and Drunk. Yeah, I'm looking forward to some time off. I feel like I need it. Honestly, I bet you by the end of it, I'll still feel like I could use another like 2 weeks, but you know, I'll take what I can get. Hopefully you guys are taking care of yourselves, traveling for the spring break with your kids, spend time with family. It's always important. It's hard to balance this out between work and the channel. You know, I felt like I've had to make some choices and not always feeling like I'm making the right one. So, you know, there may be days where I decide to push the video back by a day, just to make sure that I can spend that time with family where I really belong. So, Marlin, Fey Ascendant. Cool, like that. And Sizzling Changeling with a Swamp and Goblin. I was just thinking about like what that color combination was. I think it was Swamp, Mountain, Island. I think it's Tamir, if I remember correctly. I'm still trying to remember all of the color combinations. Because like a lot of that wasn't there when I last played, before I kind of got back into the game. So I'm still learning a lot of the Ravnica guilds, a lot of the Tarkir guilds and stuff like that, in terms of the color combinations. I'm sure it will come with some time, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that one's Tamir, if I remember correctly. And a Grub, Storied Matriarch with a foil Mutable Explorer. That's kind of cool. So we got 2 of those, and a foil Full Art Mountain with a Kickin. These guys double-sided? They are double-sided. That's cool. 2 left on the play packs, and then we get to have some fun with the collector boosters. Oh man. Going with the pull tab today. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be a exciting couple weeks. I'm gonna be traveling down to Austin. I'm gonna probably try and pre-record some videos for that. Adept Water Shaper. Ooh, foil Overgrown Tomb. That's a hit. That's solid. So Overgrown Tomb. That's sitting around $8, and foil goes up to 10. That's not bad. So that's a pretty solid hit. Not upset about that. And we also have a Full Art Island and an Elk token. So probably have maybe around like $20 or $30 in the in these no, $20, maybe a little bit of extra from some of the other rares, but you know, at least $20 in the rare and mythic slot so far. Not great, but not bad either. Chronicle of Victory would really help here, but we will see what we pull. Champion of the Shoal. with a Disruptor of Currents. It's a heavy Merfolk play pack. And if someone pulled this one from an actual draft, I think you'd know what they're planning on doing. Bristlebane, Outrider, Swamp, Kithkin. Hey guys, we're going to do a real quick break to go ahead and do the giveaway from Box Break 5, which was the Bloom Bearer box. We're going to go ahead and get this going now. We're going to be competing for, let's go ahead and see what we get here. Let's see. The Scrap Shooter foil, it looks like, which is a under $1 card. And basically we're going to go ahead and do the bonus spin just because we do want to make this a little bit more interesting since, you know, with it being $1 less, we want to go ahead and make it a little bit spicier, and that definitely does. Okay, great. As a bonus, they will also win a Commander Masters booster. So that's great. Let's go ahead and see who wins. We only had 2 entries for this week, so the winner is going to be, let's see here, and it is Recon Shiny Hunt. That's awesome. Okay, great. Recon Shiny Hunter, congratulations. We're going to go ahead and switch over to a quick opening here. Just a reminder for all of y'all who want to enter, it's real easy. All you have to do is like, subscribe, and comment on this video, and you'll be entered for next week's video. All of the cards that you could win are basically any rare or mythic card, along with any card that is $1 or more in value. Tokens, tokens, lands, commons, uncommons, anything that is $1 or more in value will be part of the entry. If you do end up winning a card that is under $1 in value from the rares and mythics pulls, then we will do the bonus booster. So basically we're going to go ahead and do the Commander Masters, and then what we're going to do is, because we're going to go ahead and pull from this, one of the boosters from next week are going to be added to this pull, so we'll go ahead and have 3 again to potentially pull from. Okay, let's go ahead and see what we get here. Congratulations to Recon Shiny Hunter. Good to see what we get. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Commander Masters, always a great product. Okay, foil Ardent Harvest and a Day's Undoing, along with a Nesting Dragon and a Rafik of the Many. Wow, triple rare pack. Nice. We got a Piana Nomad Captain, Reliquary Tower, always solid. Rogue's Passage, very good. Breed the Bones, Drown in Sorrow, Rapacious Dragon, Shipwreck Dowser, Cyclops Electromancer, Living Lightning, ooh, Path of Antrusty, full art, nice. A Retro Art Plains, nice, and then a very nice Sliver. See, this is the Sentinel Sliver, so that's pretty cool. All those will be sent to you along with the Sharpshooter in foil. Congratulations again to Recon Shiny Hunter, and we will go back to our video. Cool. That's fun. Okay, we get to open up a collector booster. I'm going to savor this a little bit because this is the first collector booster that we've gotten to open up on channel. And I've opened up some collector boosters, a fair share of them, not a ton. But they are always enjoyable. Even if you get like nothing, just kind of going through everything is just so fun. So I am looking forward to this. I hope you guys enjoy the ride. We will see what we get. Now I will say, these cards from this collector booster, these will also be entered in the giveaway that I do for next week. So pay attention. We will see what we see. That would be pretty crazy if there's like some kind of high value hit that you can contend for. I would really hope that we get more than 2 or 3 people actually trying out for a high value hit like that. Definitely spread the word. Brambleback Brute with a Reluctant Downguard, Shore Lurker, Run Away Together, Heirloom Auntie. Ooh, that foiling is pretty awesome. Morcant Loyalist, Rhyme Chill. That one also looks really cool. Gnarlbark Elm, Noggle Robber, Foil Forest. Okay, so here we go. Let's see what we got here. Figure of Fable and foil. Wickersmith's Tool, extended art from the Commander decks. Twilight Diviner. I think that one maybe had a couple bucks in value. Collective Inferno. And Catharsis, full art foil. Not bad. I don't think that one's the hit that we're looking for, but it is cool. I do like the art on these full art elementals. They're honestly just really cool cards. Let's see what that one actually values out at. I'm actually kind of curious now. So they were in the full art, the extended, no, not the extended art. This would be maybe the showcase. No, must be borderless then. So this one is the Catharsis right there. In foil, $5.76. Definitely not the hit. But hey, you know, fun to open. I enjoyed it. I'm having a good time. I hope you guys are too. Anyways, cool product. A little high in the value. I don't think we made our monies back, but let's go ahead and see how things you know, all tracked out. Hey guys, we've crunched the numbers. Not a very strong showing, but you know, that's okay. We're not going to win it all every time, so you know, it is what it is. You know, unfortunately, that collector booster just came up pretty weak overall. You know, we had maybe a few bucks in there, but it's not going to be nearly the value that you can get from those boosters. So, unfortunately, you know, not going to be a win today. Really 3 cards to highlight. We did have the Formidable Speaker. That was the best hit that we had. You know, came from a play box or a play booster, so you know, got a lucky pull there, so that's pretty good. The other top hit was the Overgrown Tomb in foil, again play booster. So those 2 came out pretty good. You know, I think overall in terms of the play boosters, we did okay. You know, we could have gotten a little bit better, but not too bad. That collector booster, you know, that Catharsis was okay, but only really landed us about $5. You know, we did have a couple others. The Twilight Diviner was around $4. The foil Mutable Explorer about like $2.50, and the Collective Inferno around $2. Not much. That's okay though. You know, it's fun open, and you know, again, really fun to open the collector packs. You know, I look forward to opening those on channel more often. But at the same time, you know, I'd rather open the ones that are kind of lousy for me, and give you guys the opportunity to open the solid pulls. So, you know, hopefully we get some better pulls next time. Anyways, I just want to thank you guys for joining me. You can see the summaries here in regards to total value. Overall, not great. In terms of the cards, $1 or more, around like $34. It costs around $90 MSRP, not including taxes. So, you know, a $34 showing is not very good. In terms of bulk, we got like an additional 50 or so, but I don't know if I'd really count much of that. A lot of it's probably in those lands, unfortunately. So, you know, probably not going to be able to carry much value in that. But with that in mind, it is a cool product if you can get it at the right price. And if you can, then don't open it just for, you know, the value. Open it to draft it. I think that's what it's really meant for. I think that it's overpriced to MSRP, but at the same time, I think that the product itself is good. It just needs to be used for this purpose. With that in mind, again, thank you guys for joining. Be sure to like and subscribe and comment on this video in order to enter for next week's giveaway. Congratulations again to Recon Shiny Hunter for your win, and the Commander Masters booster, which, you know, is definitely a pretty cool thing. We will go ahead and send that out. Make sure you read the description in regards to how to redeem for those cards, and if you want to push it forward for a future week, then, you know, I'm more than happy to do that. So just let me know. I will catch you guys later, and take care of yourselves.